Good morning. Thanks for tuning in. This is Kehillat Shari Torah's Halacha Minute for Thursday, July 16th. We're talking about the laws of Tisha B'Av itself. If there is someone, God forbid, who's mourning, who's actually in the middle of Shiva, they should go to Shul on the night of Tisha B'Av and also during the day, because on that day everybody's mourning, until the conclusion of Kinot. That person's allowed to receive an Aliyah, allowed to read Daf Torah, because everybody's a mourner on Tisha B'Av. The words of Torah gladden the heart, as it says in Tehillim. We say in chapter 19 of Psalms, the Torah of Hashem is upright and gladdens the heart. Therefore, we are not allowed to study Torah on Tisha B'Av except for few selected passages of Torah that sadden the heart, like the chapters of rebuke from the book of Jeremiah, where the prophet speaks about ominous events to come. Also, verses foretelling the punishment to be meted out to the nations of the world should be omitted there rather. Sorry, we don't read those. It's also allowed to study the book of Job and Midrash Eicha. And there are also some sections from the Talmud that could be learned. Elam Megalchin, the third chapter of Moed Katan, for example, that deals with the laws of mourning. And also the well-known chapter of Hanezakin, Masechta Gittin, which speaks about the story of Kamsa Bar Kamsa. Also, the last part of Tainus, the last part of Tractate Ta'anit, which we learned together a few years ago, which talks about the destruction of the temple. But even then, we should not study them in depth and get interested in the questions, because that itself would gladden the heart. So we allowed to read the entire order of daily prayers, even the Mishnah of Ezehu Mekoman, but we should not say Maimados, which nowadays we don't say in any case. With regard to fasting, even pregnant and nursing women, difficult for them, they should fast if at all possible, unless this is considered a danger to their health. They will know. But a sick person, even if his condition is not critical, should be lenient and should not complete the fast, but rather try to fast for a few hours to mark the fast, even if not able to complete it. This is especially true if the person is weak by nature. A woman from the 7th till the 30th day after giving birth is governed by the same halacha that applies to a sick person whose condition is not critical. However, if she feels she's in good health, and the fast will not harm her, she should, in fact, complete the fast. And again, she will know herself better than anybody else would. Those who must eat on Tisha B'Av should not eat an elaborate meal, but should eat enough to preserve their health and not anything fancy or particularly delicious. We're not supposed to wash ourselves, not in hot, not in cold water. Washing for pleasure is forbidden, but of course, after using the washroom, anything else like that, we are allowed to wash our hands if they become dirty. After the mincha service, we wash our fingers. Women who need to rinse the foods that they're going to use that they're using in cooking for the break fast meal are allowed to do so, because the purpose there is not washing the hands, rather they're just preparing the food. If you're on your way to do a mitzvah and the only way you can get there is by crossing a stream, in other words, by going into the stream, you're allowed to do it, because again, you're not trying to go for a swim, you're actually trying to get to the other side. Nowadays, we have much better, more efficient ways to cross streams. Applying cream or any kind of skin balm, anything like that, if done for pleasure and enjoyment, should not be done on this day. However, if a person needs it for medicinal treatment, they can apply cream or ointment as directed by their physician. Okay, a couple of more topics to talk about. We will speak about them tomorrow. Let me remind you about today's L'chaim online at 5 p.m. The Zoom link should be in your email. Hope to see you there and then. In the meantime, have a good day.